Hello, Luguber48 here. Gonna show you how to find rare planets, at least to up the chances of you to find these rare planets. Show you how I've been finding them, how I've been finding them consistently, so this way you guys can experience these on your own and possibly find ones that we've never seen before. They keep on kind of popping up, some different types, so we'll definitely go ahead and go into it and show you how I've been finding them. And I've been finding them on a consistent basis. Pretty much every stream we find at least 4 or 5 systems, at least with 6 different types of rare planets. We're just going to go to one that's close to my home base. This way I can kind of show you guys. I don't want to spoil all of them for you. I'll just show you the ones that most people have been posting. This way you guys again can experience this by yourself. Now we do have a giant freighter. This is our freighter, obviously. We're going to go ahead and use that to warp to this next system. You guys can use freighters to warp. And you guys can purchase warp drives for the freighter. And then you guys do not have to use slots on your ship to warp to different systems. The freighters are definitely, I mean, they're a lifesaver. They save 3 slots on my ship, and it makes it a lot easier. Alright, so we're going to go and go to our warp drive over here with our ship. Now, you guys, you want to look for red or blue systems. You want to have the no filter option selected. As you see up there, it has no filter up there. Now, you want to look again for red or blue. Sometimes the blue almost looks purplish. That is still the system. These are going to be the systems that you need the extra warp drives to go ahead and actually to go to them. And as you can see, the system's red. And if you change the filter, it no longer is red. So again, you want to make sure you have the no filter on. Very, very important you have that on. And again, you will need the upgraded warp drives to be able to get to these systems. If you don't have the warp drive yet, it will let you know what warp drive you need in order to get to that system. Now, I found these rare planets on both red and blue systems more often than any other systems. Again, so we're going to go ahead and warp to the system I found here. Again, you don't need any of the economy scanners, any of the conflict scanners. You don't need any of that. This should be, relatively easy. Again, the warp drives you can get by finding them on bases. They'll give you the plans for that, or also you can buy them, I believe, for nanites. Actually, I don't believe you can buy them that way. The only way I remember actually receiving them is by actually getting the blueprints off of manufacturing facilities and things of that sort, or actual crash ships. There's a lot of ways to find blueprints, guys, in this game, so I may not cover all the ways to find it, but keep that in mind that there's multiple ways to find the warp drives that you need for your ship in order to get to these planets. Of course, I named it Rare Planets here, so that way if anyone else stumbled across it, they would know to go there, so that way they can check it out. There are actually 2 different types of rare planets in this system, so I'm going to show you both of them. We're going to do a quick run through them, and then we're also going to go ahead and activate one of the I'm not sure what you want to call it, but we'll go to this item that you can actually interact with, so that way you can see it. Now, I'll also kind of give you an idea, easy way to tell if it's going to be a rare planet. Most rare planets are actually going to have the label lifeless, abandoned, something of that nature, forsaken, like this planet has. Those are the planets that are going to be having, I wouldn't say the rare items, but the rare visuals. So we'll go to the edge of this one, so that way we can easily warp to the other one, because the other rare planet is actually right behind this one as well. And these are all the planets we're finding on stream, guys. We find a lot of other rare planets on stream. I just wanted to show people how they could find this themselves, so we wouldn't spoil all these rare planets for them. So this way you guys can actually land on them, walk around on them, see what's actually there. I won't go into too much depth. I won't try to spoil too much for you, but this way you guys can go and explore them yourselves when you actually do reach them. Now, this planet has very large, very, very large, I don't know what you want to call them. I mean, stones floating, large floating stones. So this is going to be one of them. And again, this is the Forsaken planet. They'll also be like airless planet, or things of that nature when you scan them from outer space while you're looking at the planet. I mean, they're very cool. They're very cool to interact with. There's not really much you can do on it. Usually they don't have a lot of resources on them, so keep that in mind. A lot of these planets you actually can make your home base on. They will not have monoliths or other things of that nature, but they will have places to actually make your home base on. They also have another thing. I'm not quite sure what they're for. Each one I come across upon and activate, it says found another planet, gonna terminate. It's gonna terminate the other planet, or found a duplicate planet of this kind. I'm guessing. It just talks about having a duplicate planet. It's gonna terminate that duplicate planet. Things of that nature. And we'll actually go to that item here in just a moment. And they're relatively easy to find as well. And again, I just actually end up coming across it just by flying around it. It's really easy to identify. You see the circular object. It's easy to identify with all these linear objects, and you see this, the circular object in the middle of all of it. Again, guys, I do apologize if I stutter or anything else like that. I have been live streaming. I just got done live streaming as well. I'll let you guys explore this yourselves, and that's the other rare planet. And again, the way you can tell that's another rare planet is, the actual material it's made out of. You can actually see that far away from a distance. This one, not so much. We'll just hit the save point here real quick. I'm not sure quite why I ran to that save point, but I guess it's just hard to break the habit. But you want to go to the back end of these right here. You'll have an activation button. And then we're going to go and download the data. See, removed from multiverse, hierarchy, sentinel spread, safety protocol disengaged, delete universe, shared high levels of similarity with, home. So it's always talking about deleting another planet or another universe. Again, my theory is maybe it's deleting one that's similar to that. Is it actually deleting it? I'm not quite sure. Does that mean that these planets can be harder to find? I'm not really sure what these items are. Another thing is, guys, I cannot find a portal on these planets. I do not find a portal. I can't give you coordinates to that, so that way I could, hopefully you guys could visit these yourself if you have enough of the glimpse. I could not find a portal on these planets. Now, I will say on my stream, while telling a random story and plugging in coordinates to a portal on my own home planet, I did end up actually somehow ending up on one of these planets. That planet did have a portal, but for some reason when I actually go to the planet, try to locate a monolith, and try to locate a portal, it seems I cannot find one. So I'm not sure if these portals are just on the planet, but there's no monolith to actually find the actual portal. You must come across it yourself. Again, we're going to go to this other rare planet. As the closer we get, you can actually see hexagonal shapes on it. And you can see that it's not like other planets. So we'll go ahead and scan it here and see what this one says. Again, we renamed it. We had the people on the stream rename it. Again, this one's abandoned. So we're going to go ahead and actually end up continue warping here. And the closer you get, you can just see the hexagonal shapes appearing, especially when you enter into the atmosphere. Now again, this is what we call, I guess, a synthetic planet. Again, it seems more and more people are finding them, and everybody in my stream says they're having great success trying to find these through the red and blue. I guess you wouldn't say a filter because there's actually no filter on there, but traveling to red and blue planet systems. It doesn't matter, if it's Gek or Viking or anything of that nature. Well, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope this video allows you to experience these planets yourself, guys. Please make sure you do hit that like and subscribe button for me. Again, it does help me out a lot. And make sure to check me out, twitch.tv, a little goober as well. I'm also on Twitter at a little goober as well, guys. Again, I hope this helps you guys try to find these planet systems yourself. And don't forget that photo mode to take some cool pictures. These planets are sometimes the coolest at night, especially this one as well. Alright guys, you have a wonderful night. Stay awesome.